Hello people, welcome to Timelines. And what is Timelines? Well, it's where I look at a game series that doesn't actually have a definitive timeline and has had multiple releases over the years, all ranging from different things, where it's a sequel here or an actual completely different entry that doesn't take part, etc. So it's me trying to build a timeline upon any IP and seeing what you guys think about it. And today is the day we're going to be looking at the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. And oh boy, is it a long timeline. So here we go. It all starts with Sonic the Hedgehog 1. In an attempt to find the 6 known Chaos Emeralds, Dr. Ivor Robotnik has imprisoned the animal inhabitants of South Island. Sonic arrives on the island to thwart the Doctor's plans, proceeds to chase the Doctor through the 6 known zones, pushing the Doctor back to his stronghold in Scrap Brain, eventually defeating him and making him flee the island. Sonic eventually gives chase, and it leads us straight into Sonic Labyrinth, with Dr. Robotnik now hiding out in a new fortress. Sonic arrives on the scene, but however is tricked into wearing a new type of shoe that robs him of his speed. Sonic is able to pursue the Doctor into his final sector of the labyrinth and able to undo the effects of the slow shoe. The Doctor escapes once again to another fortress. Sonic wastes no time to give chase to Sonic CD. Sonic arrives at Never Lake to see a planet-sized body chained to a mountain. The Doctor already has started to terraform the little planet using the newly discovered time zones to act out his plan in the past, present, and the future. Sonic saves Amy Rose and becomes infatuated with him. Sonic, using signposts to jump between the past, present, and the future, starts to stop the evil Doctor. During the past events, his heroic actions are seen and told all over Mobius. Young Miles Tails overhears and sets off on his own little path. Sonic battles with Metal Sonic and defeats him. Sonic also then continues to push furthermore into the metallic madness and defeats the evil Doctor and makes the Doctor flee. Sonic escapes the little planet as it disappears to parts unknown. Tails' adventure. Tails sets out to save the location of Tails Island. Tails is also swift in defeating the army of Cuckoo who has decided to invade the island. Tails' Sky Patrol. During his travels, he comes across this tropical island. He finds that the inhabitants are being threatened by the evil witch cart, turning them all into crystals. Tails uses his abilities and flies to save the day. Upon defeating her, departs for the mainland, eventually meeting Sonic and becoming best friends. Sonic Chaos. Sonic and Tails set out to grab the Chaos Emeralds after coming across one in the leisure. Dr. Robotnik has yet again set up base and set out to collect the emeralds before the heroes. Sonic and Tails force the Doctor back to his base and make the base self-destruct while the Dr. Robotnik escapes. The Chaos Emeralds scatter as the two must go on their adventure. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Dr. Robotnik has once again started to look for the Chaos Emeralds while planning world domination and using West Island as a stronghold. Sonic and Tails has tracked down the evil Doctor to start to find the emeralds. Giving chase into the sky and jumping onto the winged fortress, Dr. Robotnik must flee and take flight to the Death Egg while Sonic latches a ride. Whilst upon the Death Egg, Sonic must battle past Mecha Sonic and the first encounter of the Egg Emperor, eventually defeating the Egg Emperor, eventually causing the station to go nova with the defeat of the Doctor. Sonic rushes out and is able to harness the new form of power of the Chaos Emeralds and becoming Super Sonic. The Dr. Robotnik is presumed dead. Tails flies up to catch his friend, but only to see the new ability Sonic has attained. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. With Dr. Robotnik surviving his near death, he hides out in Angel Island and learns the Master Emerald and encounters Knuckles. Knuckles is tricked to thinking Sonic and Tails are thieves and have come to nab the Master Emerald. Sonic, arriving on Angel Island, is quickly met by Knuckles and has the Chaos Emerald stolen off him. Meanwhile, Dr. Robotnik has started to terraform an area where he constructs a new Death Egg. Sonic is able to make it to the launch zone and makes it onto the construction platform of the Death Egg, where he has a showdown with Robotnik. Upon defeating him, causes some sort of failure and makes the newly constructed Death Egg crash back down onto the island. Knuckles, who witnesses the chaos, decides Eggman and Sonic cannot be trusted and stands in their way of the Master Emerald. Dr. Robotnik leaves Sonic to deal with Knuckles until the time is right to nab the Master Emerald and use it for the power source of the new Death Egg. Sonic and Knuckles fight, with Sonic winning. During this commotion, Doctor strikes and makes away with the Master Emerald. Knuckles helps Sonic to a Sky Sanctuary Zone and asks him to retrieve the Master Emerald as its descent from the sky down to the ocean. Sonic makes it upon the Death Egg after fighting the new improved Metal Sonic. Sonic's able to force the Death Egg to self-destruct and force the Doctor to retreat with the Master Emerald. Harnessing the new power of the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic turns Supersonic, or Hypersonic depending which one you really go with, and gives chase to space. However, defeating the Doctor, leaving him for dead, Sonic used the last of his super energy to restore the Master Emerald back to Angel Island, allowing it to float back to the sky once it belongs. Knuckles decides he can trust Sonic and goes back to being the guardian of Master Emerald. Knuckles Chaotix. Okay, now this one's a bit weird. There's a Japanese story and a Western story. The Japanese one makes way much more sense and we're going with this. A mysterious island has risen from the southern sea a few months after the events of Sonic and Knuckles. Dr. Eggman discovered the island and found a mysterious little ring inscribed with a text dating from a legendary civilization. Soon after, Eggman found another ancient ring resembling one of the super rings from the floating island, which turned out to be one of the special rings used by the lost people. The mysterious space the special ring was created was filled with the Master Emerald's pillar energy, which crystallized into 6 Chaos Rings. Eggman decided to continue the investigation in his special ring, uncover the secrets of the ring used by Sonic and friends, as theoretically summoning the coveted Master Emerald. Inspired, Eggman turns the island into a resort, dubbing it Neutrotic High Zone, serving as a high-tech research fortress. He crystallized his energy into artificial dark rings for his machines, and began developing ring power, which would create the space-time continuation between the rings. Mighty, Espio, Vector, and Charmy arrive at the island for different reasons, and end up being captured and placed in a combi capture machine by Eggman. Metal Sonic and Knuckles, deducing that something was amplifying the power of the Master Emerald pillar, also headed to the island, and managed to rescue Espio along the way. The two then make their way to the world end, where they'd find the others, and go on to stop Dr. Eggman from succeeding in his plans. Sonic 3D Blast. This takes place more or less at the same time as Knuckles Chaotic. Dr. Robotnik discovers the Flickies that live in an alternative dimension as he learns that they can travel between different dimensions using large rings. The Doctor then starts to trap and find uses for these dimensional birds. Sonic arrives on the island, frees a handful of the Flickies, and is tasked to save them all. Sonic defeats the Doctor and saves all the birds as they then disappear back to their dimension. Sonic Blast. Dr. Robotnik is returned and shattered the crystal into 5 different shards, Sonic rushing on scene, only to be able to retrieve one shard with an accidental meeting of Knuckles as they decide to stop the evil Doctor. Using their teamwork and abilities, they're able to collect and reconstruct the Chaos Emerald and defeat the Doctor and destroy yet another base. Doctor escapes yet again. Sonic Triple. The Doctor has confronted Knuckles and tricked him into believing he's changed his ways, and Sonic will hunt down all the Chaos Emeralds and even the Master Emerald. Dr. Robotnik has also hired Fang, the treasure hunter, to seek out the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic journeys through the zones and even defeats Knuckles and sets him straight. Fang tries to steal the Chaos Emeralds that Sonic has, but fails. Fang also flees and leaves the Doctor to his fate. Sonic and Knuckles defeat the Doctor yet again as the Doctor makes his escape to another fortress. Sonic Mania. Tails starts to detect a strange new signal from Angel Island Zone, and with Sonic makes a trip to investigate. Whilst looking, they discover the new egg bots found a new kind of stone. With the stone activating, Sonic Tails are warped to a new location. They now must pursue these bots and stop them, along with Dr. Robotnik, who wishes to use the mysterious stone dubbed the Phantom Ruby. Whilst chasing and defeating each egg bot, pushing to Dr. Robotnik's new fortress, who now seeks to harness the power of the Ruby. As Sonic arrives, the Doctor is able to open up a pocket dimension where he and Sonic will fight. At this very moment, Heavy King Eggbot now betrays Robotnik. During this, Sonic unleashes Super and takes them both out in a 3-way battle. Defeating both Heavy King and also Dr. Robotnik, Sonic is stuck in a dimension. This is where Sonic Forces kinda happens. Upon the conclusion of Sonic Forces, Sonic is returned to his timeline unscathed. Sonic Advanced. Dr. Robotnik returns back to Angel Island and starts to turn the population into robots. Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Knuckles rise up against these swarms and fight their way through many zones, pushing the Doctor back to a newly constructed mini space station. Sonic destroys all the new machines that were sent up to fight him. Upon the destruction, Sonic now must use the super form. Upon the moon, Sonic must fight Dr. Eggman. This time, with his defeat, Sonic uses the last of his energy to make it back to Mobius. The Doctor is believed to have perished. Sonic Advance 2. Upon a casual run, Sonic is surprised by Robotnik's survival and appearance, with a kidnapped Cream the Rabbit. Sonic rescues Cream, who asks him to save her mother from the Doctor, and knowing that her mother is okay. Sonic fights through the robots' infested zones, rescuing his friends Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. Upon collecting the Chaos Emerald, Sonic now makes haste to the Doctor's egg fortress and defeats him, laying waste to a new fortress, making it fall from the orbit and explode. Upon Cream reuniting with her mother, an invisible machine sucks her mother up and disappears in orbit. Sonic, moved and in fury, unleashes Super and gives chase to the machine. Sonic confronts the Doctor, holding Cream's mother hostage. Whilst defeating the Doctor yet again, the evil Doctor ejects the pod with Cream's mother into the Mobius atmosphere. Sonic is able to save her and lands safe, reuniting Cream with her mother. Sonic Advance 3. Dr. Robotnik has survived the last encounter and has taken time to build a new robot assistant Emerald and erected a facility, Chaos Control, to study the effects of chaos energy and use it for experiments. Sonic and Tails learn of the Doctor's survival and his new plan. They make haste to Chaos Control, however they are too late as the experiment started and left them among other heroes stranded in different little dimensions. Along with their friends, they manage to gather the Chaos Emeralds, undoing the dimensions bar last one. They confront the Doctor at the Altar Emerald and defeat him, sealing up the last tear and bringing them back to Mobius. Sonic has to unleash Super and team up with the Doctor, once Emerald rebels and takes all the power of Chaos for himself, forcing them to defeat the robot. With Emerald's defeat, Sonic returns back the hero. Doctor has gone AWOL. Emerald winds up on a beach with Cream finding the robot and gets Tails to rewire him, turning him good. Now Emerald serves as Cream's bodyguard. So we now go on to Sonic Rush. A few years have passed. Sonic and crew have been taking care of Robotnik's machines left in the wake of the timeline. Dr. Robotnik's status is unknown and the population has nicknamed him Eggman after a lot of the names of his creations are well known now. Blaze the cat is pulled from her dimension into this dimension. Sonic overhears that Dr. Eggman may now be looking for the Chaos Emeralds. Blaze meets Cream and explains that she is after the Solar Emeralds from her dimension and that her version of Dr. Eggman Nega, is responsible. Sonic and Blaze pass each other multiple zones but butt heads. Eventually it's revealed that both Eggmans are working together. During the final fight, Blaze and Sonic unleash their super forms and beat both Eggmen. Blaze disappears back to her dimension. Sonic Rush Adventure. Sonic and Tails detect a weird signal set out in the tornado biplane. However, a storm forces Sonic and Tails to abandon the plane and wind up on an island. They are quickly greeted by Marlene, an aspiring sailor. The group team up and salvage and investigate the power source. They encounter Captain Whisker, a robot captain who is out to find the ancient jewel scepter. Upon trying to stop the captain, Blaze appears and reveals to Sonic and Tails that they have ended up crossing over into her dimension during the storm. The group gives chase to the captain, who leads them back to both Dr. Eggman, who have teamed up yet again, this time to turn Blaze's world into Eggman Land. With Blaze and Sonic unleashing their super forms yet again, they fight the evil duo and thwart them, allowing the team to say their goodbyes and disappear back to the representative dimensions. Sonic 4. Upon Angel Island, Sonic looks to explore more of the unknown, meanwhile Tails and Knuckles decide to do the same. Dr. Eggman appears looking to once again enact his plan to get the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald. Sonic gives chase to another fortress the Doctor has erected, defeating him there and forcing him out of Angel Island zone, even accidentally leaving the next location for Sonic to hunt him down to. Sonic teams up with Tails for the second part of their adventure. Little planet over Neverlake yet again has appeared, and Dr. Eggman decides to use the destroyed remains of the first Metal Sonic and gives him a full upgrade. Sonic, appearing on the scene, must once again give chase and stop Dr. Eggman, trying to build over Little Planet and construct a new Death Egg. Meanwhile, the rematch with Metal Sonic happens, with Sonic yet again being victorious. Upon the nearly finished Death Egg, Sonic and Tails shuts down the core, destroys yet another Death Egg as they make their escape. Dr. Eggman is presumed missing. That concludes the Mobius Classic timeline. Now we're going to go back to when the Ultra Emerald thing happened, and it takes us into the New World, the modern timeline. Sonic Adventure. During the Doctor's research, he realizes that there's the New World's Chaos energy, and that he could summon a creature called Chaos to do his bidding. Looking to release the creature, he makes haste to the Master Emerald and shatters it in order to summon it. With the Master Emerald shattered, Knuckles now has to set out to go and find all the shards and rebuild said Master Emerald. Chaos is released and is first sighted in Station Square, where the local human police squad, Gun, encounters Chaos and fails to subdue. Meanwhile, Sonic jumps in and takes on Chaos and forces it back through a tough battle. Sonic then seeks out Tails, and the two of them need to go and grab the Chaos Emeralds before the Doctor. Sonic and Tails encounter Chaos a few more times, with Eggman giving it Chaos Emeralds, allowing it to mutate. Meanwhile, the Doctor creates a series of robots who will search out the Chaos Emeralds for him. This includes the robot called Gamma. Big the cat exists. He's looking for his frog. Frog happens to have swallowed the Chaos Emerald. That's all I remember. Amy helps out Flicky with an emerald but is quickly imprisoned. Eggman's later found out that the new series of robots have Flickies inside them, that Gamma now must free the family of robots. Knuckles is able to reconstruct the Master Emerald. Throughout, the heroes getting all the flashbacks of the tribe of Echidnas and Tikal, the protector of the Chaos, and Chaos, who the tribe eventually turned against, looking for the power for themselves. Through these visions, Tikal is able to communicate and beg for you to stop Chaos. Chaos floods Station Square and takes over as a Leviathan creature. Sonic is able to manage to achieve his super form and takes on the Godzilla-like water creature and defeat it. Dr. Eggman escapes yet again with another planet in the works already. Sonic Adventure 2. Dr. Eggman had learned of a bioweapon his grandfather had worked on and decides to infiltrate a gun facility and retrieve it using a Chaos Emerald. Shocked and in awe that the ultimate life form is Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is revived and says he will offer to help the Doctor and tells the Doctor to meet him on the space colony R. Shadow enters the nearby central city, encountering gun forces and able to steal a Chaos Emerald. Shadow vows to fulfill a promise to Maria. Shadow comes across Sonic and the two duke it out with Shadow using new Chaos ability called Chaos Control fleeing the scene. Sonic is then captured by Gun. Meanwhile, Knuckles is having a standoff with Rouge in the bat as she's trying to make off with the Master Emerald. Dr. Eggman takes the Master Emerald in the standoff, and with Knuckles having to shatter the Emerald. Meanwhile, with Knuckles and Rouge now having to seek the Shark. Amy and Tails now both infiltrate the Gun prison where Sonic's held. Meanwhile, Rouge and Eggman gather 3 more emeralds from the same prison. The Doctor makes a global announcement saying he will fire the arc cannon at the planet in 24 hours if his demands are not met, using the cannon to destroy half the moon. Sonic and the rest of the heroes infiltrate Eggman's base and use a rocket to get to his space colony arc. Tails reveals that he's made a fake emerald that he intends to fool Eggman, with Eggman equipped to capture Amy and Tails. Sonic tries to save his friends by using the fake emerald to fool Eggman, but yet is jettisoned into space where he's using the fake emerald to use Chaos Control to make it back on board Arc. Shadow intercepts Sonic as they have a showdown, only to be defeated in the ensuing chaos as allowing it to destroy the Eclipse Cannon. Eggman makes away from Amy and Tails with the final emerald, but once inserting it into the system of the Ark, the base starts to descend towards the planet with a message playing from Eggman's grandfather. It was all a trap as revenge for Gun killing his daughter Maria and imprisoning him. With Master Emerald restored, everyone works together to neutralize the Ark. With Shadow and Sonic needing to go supersonic to battle a creature called Final Hazard trying to destroy the Ark. With the creature's defeat, Shadow's energy runs out and he takes a fall towards the planet. Meanwhile, Sonic returns home and says his goodbyes to Shadow. Sonic Heroes. There are 4 stories all happening at once, so we'll have just to break down each one to the final act. Team Sonic one day receive a message from Dr. Eggman saying he has assumed a fleet of ships to conquer the world and declares Sonic and his friends can't stop him. Team Rose are searching for Sonic, who has taken Cream's Chow's brother, Chocka, and Big's friend, Froggy, so the team now set out to rescue them, meanwhile encountering the Dr. Eggman along the way and the other teams. Team Dark starts with Rouge opening a vault with Dr. Eggman to find out Shadow is in a chamber, and decides to awaken him, only for a disgruntled Omega robot to want to put an end to all the Doctor's creation. With Shadow awakening and not remembering anything from the past, Rouge decides to journey with them to stop Eggman and get answers for Shadow. Team Chaotix are hired by an unknown client to do odd missions whilst dealing with Eggman. All the teams eventually make it onto Eggman's mothership in the Egg Fleet to see the defeat of the Egg Emperor. Amy chases Sonic. Chocka and Froggy are returned to their owners. Shadow decides he'll find his own answers to who he is. Team Chaotix find their client. Surprisingly, the client is Dr. Eggman, who informs the team that the Eggman is an imposter. It is actually in fact Metal Sonic, who has been orchestrating this so he could reach his final evolution. Metal Sonic evolves and swiftly is defeated by the teams and Super Sonic. Metal Sonic is challenged to get better and seek out Sonic in the future, and everyone goes their own way. This one is a very difficult one to go with because it overlaps and is very messy all over together. But however, it leads us right on to Shadow the Hedgehog. So, same thing with Sonic Heroes, with multiple endings, so I'm just going to sum up. Not long after the events of Heroes, Shadow's looking for answers and memories of who Maria is to him. As an invasion of aliens and their leader Black Doom throughout each level, you team up with the heroes, your own path, or you team up with Doom. Eventually it's revealed that Doom helped Dr. Eggman's grandfather construct Shadow, planning for the invasion years down the line. Meanwhile, the instant Gun killing Maria unlocks Shadow's memories, and then turns out the incident went down very differently. Shadow rejecting this and having a showdown with Doom, and Shadow again unleashing his super form defeats the new evolution of Doom. Shadow decides not to get held back by the shackles of the past and now roams around adventuring. Sonic Chronicles. Dr. Eggman is presumed dead after a recent battle and defeat at the hands of Sonic. Sonic is then on vacation but gets a call from Tails telling him Knuckles has been kidnapped by a group of calling themselves Marauders and that they've also stolen the Chaos Emeralds. Go figure. Meeting up with Tails and Amy, they are eventually greeted by Rouge and escorted to meet the Gun Commander. It is revealed that Gun has watched and known about this Shadow group for some time and where to search next. Eventually locating the Marauders' base in the Mystic Ruins, they find Knuckles. After leaving the stronghold, they find out Angel Island is gone. Finding out that Eggman has actually survived his last encounter and that he has reformed his ways, informs the heroes that Angel Island has been pulled towards Metropolis. Bumping into Shadow, the heroes join forces but are quickly attacked by Shade and her Shadow group. Shade reveals herself as an echidna of the Lost Tribe, rocking Knuckles right to the core. The heroes then leave for Angel Island to secure the Master Emerald. The heroes are shot down and confronted by the leader of the group, Nine, who has an evil plan to take over the dimension. Shade is shocked as she was under the illusion that Nine wanted to bring back her clan to Earth as the rest of them was in the altered dimension. With Tails and Eggman surprising the group with a weapon to send the Shadow Group back to the altered dimension, with only Nine escaping back to Angel Island and successfully stealing the Master Emerald. Tails and Eggman reveal a vehicle that allows them to travel to this altered dimension. With all the heroes gone, Eggman reveals he has a sinister plan. With all the heroes encountering the inhabitants of the altered dimension and getting back all the Chaos Emeralds, the team puts together Nine's plan and how they have been played. With an invasion starting, it's up to the heroes to stop it. Sonic confronts Nine, with Nine being victorious. Nine then uses the Master Emerald to change his form. Sonic must unleash his super form to combat Nine. With Nine's defeat, the team must then leave the altered dimension to return back home. This game also had a very dumb cliffhanger because they anticipated having a few more of these in the series. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, so I've had to ignore the cliffhanger ending. Sonic Battle. Whilst looking through his grandfather's research, he comes across an old robot artifact that his grandfather was trying to get to work. After a failed attempt, Dr. Eggman discards it and that ends up on Emerald Beach. Sonic comes across it and develops a link between the two. The robot's name's Emerald and it has an ability that uses Chaos Emeralds. Emerald has an ability to replicate the fighting styles of anybody he comes across. Though trying to help him find answers, the robot's introduced to a roster of heroes and learns the concepts like friendship. As Emerald gains the last Chaos Emerald, he becomes fully self-aware, as lured into Eggman's base, where they have a fight, with Emerald being victorious. However, Emerald overloads and now deletes his personality and causes him to go berserk. Sonic is forced to destroy Emerald. Heroes reflect upon the loss, and Sonic remarks that they will one day yet see him again. Sonic 06. Dr. Eggman kidnaps the Princess Oceania, trying to harness the powers of the flames of disaster that is sealed inside the princess. Sonic is able to save her, and with Tails and Knuckles decide to protect the princess. Rouge and Shadow accidentally set free an ancient spirit Mephiles, the spirit that transports them to a post-apocalyptic future destroyed by Iblis. Mephiles meets Silver and Blaze, not the same ones from Rush, and fooling them into believing that Sonic is responsible and sends them to the present to kill him. Throughout the story, the heroes dance back and forth between time and strive to protect the princess. Silver is convinced that Sonic is not responsible for the end of the world. It is then revealed that Mephiles wants to bond with Iblis that's sealed inside the princess. Mephiles is able to kill Sonic, meanwhile the grief-stricken princess is enough to break the seal holding Iblis. Through this releases Iblis, allowing Mephiles to bond with it, becoming Solaris. The heroes then use the powers of Chaos Emeralds to revive Sonic. Silver, Shadow, Sonic then must use their super forms to defeat Solaris. Having put out the flames of Solaris in the past nullifies all the timeline of Sonic 06, so it never happens. This is dumb! Sonic Unleashed. In the planet's atmosphere, Sonic once again having to face down Dr. Eggman, even unleashing his super form, chasing down the Doctor back to the depths of the space station they're on. This springs a trap, as Dr. Eggman uses the new Chaos Ray Cannon, strips Sonic of all Chaos energy, even turning the Chaos Emeralds to just grey stone. The Dr. Eggman fires the cannon at the planet to unleash the deity called Dark Gaia, tearing the planet into segments. The side effects of Sonic being drained of all the Chaos energy transforms him into a werehog. Eggman then jettisons Sonic into the atmosphere. Sonic awakens to encounter the creature with no memory. Along with calling the creature Chip and the Powerless Emeralds, they journey all over the planet to restore the Emerald's power and restore the planet back to normal. After 6 out of the 7 continents are restored, Chip begins to remember his past, revealing he's the opposite of Dark Gaia, and his job was to restore the planet after Gaia breaks it. The Doctor has started to construct Eggman Land. This, however, lets Sonic interfere and start the final conflict. Being taken into the core, Sonic must now stalk Dark Gaia, as Dr. Eggman tries to order an attack but is turned on. Gee, I wonder why that's an often thing. Then it proceeds to absorb the power that Sonic uses to transform between a werehog and normal. Chip protects Sonic, and the two of them then go on to fight the dark version of Gaia. After defeating this version of Dark Gaia, Chip has to protect Sonic. They then have to go take on perfect Dark Gaia after it consumes all the planet. Chip then gives Sonic the fully restored Chaos Emeralds, allowing him to become Super Sonic once again. Sonic, now at full power, takes on the new form of Dark Gaia, defeating it, restoring the planet back to normal. However, Chip saves Sonic, throwing him back to the surface as his adventure has come to close, with some parting words and looking towards the future. Sonic Colors. A year has passed since Unleashed, and Dr. Eggman has come back, having constructed an amusement park in space. The Doctor saying he has changed his ways and the park is now to pay up for his past events. Sonic and Tails decide to check out the park. Upon looking around, they find a character called Yacker, who is an alien race called the Wisps. Tails invents a way that they can talk between each other, and the alien then informs them that the Doctor really is looking to harness the energy, using their energy to take over the planet. Sonic and Tails start freeing all the Wisps, shutting down the amusement park. The Dr. Eggman now trying to fire the newly invented cannon at the planet. It turns out it has a malfunction and Sonic turns up for a showdown. The Doctor has started using Nega Wisps to power his final contraption. Sonic is able to defeat the machine and freeing the Wisps inside, with all the Wisps now forcing Dr. Eggman out into dark space. They also rescue Sonic from an exploding amusement park and return him safely to the planet. Yackers thanks Sonic and Tails. Sonic and Tails soon learn of a landing Mother Wisp who has been infected. Sonic, now unleashed in his super form, now must take the infected Mother Wisp on. The Mother Wisp returns back to normal and all the Wisps then depart. However, Dr. Eggman is still stranded deep in space. Sonic Generations. Straight after his defeat in Sonic Colors, Dr. Eggman is stranded in space, coming across a mysterious time-traveling entity known as the Time Eater. The Doctor is using an ability to go back in time and team up with the past self. Both Dr. Eggman and Dr. Robotnik construct a robot body for the entity to do their bidding. The entity is sent back in time to erase the past and attack classic Sonic, interrupting a celebration for modern Sonic and friends and sending them into a timeless void. Classic Sonic and modern Sonic both team up to go through their greatest hits of their timeline, undoing the Doctor's plan. Eventually both Sonics showdown with both Doctors, using the Time Eater to their advantage. However, both Sonics unleash Super to put an end to the Time Eater, with all the timelines returning back to normal. Both Eggman are now trapped in white space, unknown if they will ever return. Sonic the Lost World. Dr. Eggman has returned from the white space and decided on kidnapping animals to power his robot army, yet again. Sonic and Tails give chase but are shot down, end up on the sky world known as Lost Hex. Doctor is able to gain the help of the Zeti race, Deadly Six, to stop Sonic. Eventually the Deadly Six betray Dr. Eggman, take control of his robot army. They start to use the machines to siphon the energy from the world below and start to use it on themselves to make them stronger. Sonic and Dr. Eggman team up, meanwhile Tails distrusting causes friction between the heroes. With the Deadly Six trying to capture Sonic and accidentally getting Tails instead, Eggman is seemingly killed. Sonic comes across the Deadly Six and the newly robot-sized Tails. Tails manages to keep his free will and help Sonic against the Deadly Six among them. Upon finding out the machine's siphoning energy switched off, it's revealed Dr. Eggman faked his dying and is now already used the power to power all his new mechs. Sonic defeating the new mechs, sending Eggman back into the surface, as Tails and Sonic restore the planet's energy before going home. Sonic Forces. Dr. Eggman has attacked the city, and Sonic has set out to stop him but ends up being attacked by Infinite, infused by the Phantom Ruby. Sonic is taken prisoner on the new Death Egg. Without Sonic, the heroes are at a loss, and Eggman and his army of robots, Infinite and Rogue's Gallery, conquer the world within 6 months. Knuckles forms the Resistance along with the series of heroes and your OC Rookie, with the Resistance being able to make it aboard the Death Egg and freeing Sonic. Meanwhile, Tails in the city is attacked by Chaos, only to be saved by classic Sonic from Sonic Mania. The two go on to spy on Eggman, learning of Phantom Ruby, also learning a plan to destroy the Resistance will happen in only 3 days' time. Modern Sonic encounters Shadow, who informs him that the other Shadow was an illusion caused by the Phantom Ruby and the other villains too. Tails infiltrates Eggman's base and learns the Ruby's weakness and how the Death Egg's core directly powers it, and without it, the Ruby becomes useless. Rookie and the classic Sonic are able to destroy the core. Thinking they have the advantage, the Resistance attacks Metropolis, Eggman's capital fortress. It is then revealed that Eggman had a backup power source just in case the Death Egg fell. During the final push, the Infinite creates a second sun to crush the Resistance, but it's using a fake Phantom Ruby. Rookie is able to save everybody and neutralize its sun. Sonic and Rookie defeat Infinite, and Eggman reveals another backup plan, infusing the Phantom Ruby into a new mech. Rookie and Sonic swiftly defeat it. With the Ruby destroyed and the robot army vanishes, the classic Sonic returns back to his timeline. The Resistance disband and all the heroes set out in the world to restore it back to normal. Now, yes, Sonic Boom has its own continuity, and I tried my best to get it. Secret Rings and Black Knight were too obscure for me to try and wing in. But hopefully people, from my rambling, you've got a bit of a good timeline here, and hopefully it makes a bit of sense. If you think I missed a game or don't think I put a game into continuity wise, please let me know and maybe I'll come back and revisit or work on it again, or who knows. But this is my timeline of Sonic. It's pretty cool how it's a lot of timey-wimey wibbly wobbly, and I've had multiple drafts of this. But overall, I hope you have enjoyed it, and well, let me know what next IP you want me to go tackle. Mario? Metroid? who knows? I don't know what the next one is, but it was great working upon this and seeing a lot of the games that I was like, wow, I played this, or thank God I didn't. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, people.